So my good friend Soundy, over off of the Killer Instinct Discord, asked me to watch a set that he just recently had with one of the stronger members of the Discord, Kortland. I guess they did a 1st to 10, and so what I'm going to do now is provide some commentary for this 1st to 10 set. The only thing that I know about this set, I haven't watched it, I'm going into this blind. The only thing I know about this set is that Soundy is playing Cinder and Kortland is playing Rash. Now, I don't know if they switch characters at all in this set or if it's character lock or anything else like that at all. I don't know who wins, so I'm going to try to provide commentary for this as my very first viewing. Now, one thing before we begin into this match, I'd just like to point out that Cinder versus Rash is actually a really interesting matchup in the sense that both characters absolutely love to stay in the air. Both of them have very, very great air movement and normals and specials to look out for while in the air. Whereas I feel Rash has a better ground game than Cinder. I feel Cinder might just have the slight better edge in the air game, but that's to be said, because who knows how this match is going to be played out between these two. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of high fluting, high dangling, flying combos and juggles and all that good stuff. So without any further ado, let's get into this set and play. Right on, right on. Looks like we got some Devil's Landing fun. You know, the tournament stage. I always wondered if Thunder's stage is still the best one because of all the rain that happens in the end. I know back in the day it is probably like the most neutral stage just because there wasn't a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening in the background. So, I don't know. That's just something I always figured about. So right now, just getting a feel for each other in neutral, not trying to go for anything too crazy on either end. Right on. Now, choosing to burn out Rash's legs at the very beginning of the match, I feel is actually really, really good because one of Rash's absolute best buttons, stand roundhouse, is obviously a kick button. And disabling that on him is a really good choice to do. So let's see. And that right there is also another reason why it's really good to burn out Rash's leg, because his only reversal option, Shadow Big Bad Boom, is a kick. Now I was just saying that burning out the legs is a really good option for him because it disables his reversals and whatnot. So I don't know if I agree with burning out his arms right there. I mean, sure, he has his tongue option off of punches, and he also has Stand Fierce and Crutch Fierce. Both really good buttons as well, but I don't feel that they're as important to Rash as his kicks are. Rash doing the very smart thing, just trying to back off, wait for the burnout to end on him. Let's see. Now, Cinder's in a very good spot. No, he didn't cash it out right there. It could have been such a simple cash out. Wow. Okay. Well, he's still able to convert into a kill off of that. But what I don't like about that right there was that he decided to do a wall splat and give Kortland one extra chance to break free and get rid of half of all of that potential damage that is built up, instead of just cashing it all out with, say, just normal and then Shadow Fire Flash. Wow, 2 heavy auto doubles And Soundy does not try to even attempt to break any of all of that. You know, that's still something that's extremely underrated in this game, is the use of the heavy auto doubles, because people always like to, at higher levels, you know, they don't like to throw out heavy auto doubles just because they're so easy to break. And that's where a very fun layer of mind games comes in. It's like, oh, okay, I know they're super easy to break, and normally, you know, you would never throw them out. So I'm just going to throw them out regardless, and it's up to you to take the bait for that. So this match looking a whole lot better in terms of Kortland's favor. Doing really good, keeping up good pace with Soundy's Cinder in this. Let's see if he could get anything off that. Almost kill. I would have. Wow. Oh my goodness. That was a really great avoidance of the fired up fire flash. Or the fuff, as you know, Cinder players like to call it. Okay, now, that tactic that he just did there, canceling the first, I believe that was a manual, cancel into instinct. If you're going to do something like that, just cancel a single hit into an instinct, I feel like the best option 100% of the time for every single character is to just input heavy auto double and then immediately input instinct after the first hit of the heavy auto double. Because if you're going to do something off of manual timing, then why not get the most damage out of it, right? So let's see. Oh yeah, that's another great advantage Rash has in this matchup, is the use of tongue to eat the pyro bombs. One of Cinder's absolute best forms of pressure. Because no matter who you are, you have to respect pyro bombs, since he's able to just detonate those at any given time he wants. Oh, there we go. That's a nice adjustment. Took great advantage of Soundy just dropping that corner combo off of the wall splat. Ooh. Who knows? Maybe it's a bit of online lag. Maybe. We'll never know. Personally, it looked fine to me. But, hey, what do I know? I wasn't there. I'm just watching a recording of it. Now, Kortland taking just a bit of time to maybe, you know, think about what he did right in that set. Ooh, and he got him with the counter break. Oh my goodness. And he got him with the second counter break. I baited it. Yo, so hype. I don't care who you are. Seeing counter breakers in this game is still one of the absolute sickest things in any fighting game whatsoever. I don't care what you may possibly think. It is so hyped to see it. And to get him with a double counter breaker. Oh my goodness. So sick. Recap? Nope. No recapture on that. Which is pretty smart. You know, because I bet you $10 that Kortland was expecting the recap right there too. Now, one thing earlier during those counterbreaker combos that Kortland was doing was, I noticed he wasn't quite doing the Rash optimal counterbreaker. Or at least I want to assume that it wasn't optimal because he threw in medium linkers right there. Which you want to, one thing of note to a lot of players, there's still a lot of players that might not know it to this day, but whenever you get a counterbreaker lockout, one of the absolute things you want to put in as many into the combo is heavy auto double. As not only they do the most raw damage, they also build the most potential damage. There's only a couple of cases where some characters don't want to do that. Mira and Saberwolf being a couple of examples for that. But in general, you always want to do heavy auto double like Linker, so that way there's as many heavy auto doubles in there as humanly possible. Very nice, very nice. You know, just so far during this set, it looks like Kortland's just having a bit of a struggle, trying to figure out what he wants to do against Cinder. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how often Kortland plays against any Cinders, but I feel like there's some stuff that Soundy is really taking advantage of in this matchup compared to Kortland. I was going to say that Soundy's doing a very good job anti-airing Kortland's attempts to get in with Taunt, but then Soundy just barely missed doing that just a bit ago. Ooh. The big bad move, the shadow version, fills up like half the screen with its hitbox. I'm surprised that thing didn't even catch Soundy at all for trying to jump over. Oh my goodness. Now this so far this round has been super duper scrambles galore. Oh my goodness. Doesn't take the obvious counter breaker bait. Yeah, no, just once again, I don't think it's the right thing to light up Rash's arms. Because not only does it get rid of one of his best buttons in the air and on the ground, it also prevents him from using cross-ups whenever he does jump. It prevents his Shadow Big Bad Boot and a whole bunch of other essential tools that Rash needs.
That was too much fun! Supreme victory! Ready? Fight!
Let's see. You know, just still playing a bit of neutral, trying to get a better feel for each other. Both players definitely showing, you know, feeling more comfortable in the matchup by, you know, experimenting with more crazy neutral play. You know, trying to go into the air more. Throw? Oh! Baited the throw. Empty jumped into the throw. And he got him with the counter breaker again! See, Kortland could just go for just a tiny bit more damage there on those counter breaker lockouts. Very good shadow counter on there. You know, that's usually a Cinder. Like Cinders, you know, they absolutely love just doing maybe a couple of hits of third-degree target combo and then fake it out with either light fission, which is just a fake out, or just dropping the target combo altogether to bait shadow counters. Kortland has been 2 for 2 so far in his shadow counter attempts of third-degree burn. Or, I mean, yeah, third degree. Ooh, the nasty cross-ups from Kortland over here. But you know, Soundy doesn't even look fazed by it. He's still going in. Oh, caught the jump attempt with the recapture. Oh, what? Oh, that didn't even get all the full hits of it. Ah, come on, Kortland. You gotta be able to punish those fired up fire flashes. They're -6. You could definitely do, I believe Rash's best, normal to use for that would be his stand light kick since it reaches so far. Now it's just one or the other trying to open each other up. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see Soundy burning out those legs. Ah, caught him stand up. Nope. There we go. Gotta maximize on that lockout damage since regular throws in the corner are unscaled. Usually one of the best options you could do whenever you wall splat someone. And if they're still locked out, just throw them to get the max damage off of the throw. Very good fire flash too. Oh, is he doing it? Ah, he's got the Domi juggles! Yo, let's fucking go! No, he dropped it! Oh my goodness, Soundy! That would have been so sick! Sorry for the cursing. I'm trying to keep this PG. Very good bait on the uppercut. Oh, wow. There we go. Looking good on Kortland's end, bringing this up to 3-3.
These cameos are killing me.
Oh, Rash. He's so silly. Because what? The only cameos he's had lately is this and Shovel Knight. Oh my goodness. That's the most cameos he'll get in a very good long while. Nah, always good to see Rash come back. Him and the Battle Toads. Maybe we could get Pimple and Zitz in some other game. That'd be sick. So now just going to a more calm neutral. Just, not trying anything crazy. Ooh, very good use of the heavy Trailblazer as an overhead. And once again, no punish on the fired up. Whoa, no punish on fired up Fire Flash, and no punish on the Wrecking Ball. Boy, howdy. Ah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Now, I find that to be extremely questionable for him to use Shadow Inferno like that as a juggle option. Because the benefit of Inferno like that is to build up a whole bunch of white light. But that's something I would say is better for ground use. Just dropped combos galore on both ends. There we go. Now let's see if Soundy has anything to neutralize Rash's instinct. Personally there, on Kortland's end, I wouldn't have used meter there to try to get the kill. But hey, sometimes it's best to just spend as many resources as possible to get the kill. In Killer Instinct, it is so easy to build up Shadow Meter. So it's not the worst thing in the world to spend meter whenever they have such low health to guarantee the kill. One thing I would really love to see more on Kortland's end, whenever Cinder does go to the air like how he's doing, especially right above him, use Shadow Big Bad Boom. That, like I was saying earlier, The hitbox on that thing is absolutely monstrous. He'll catch everything right in front of him and just like right above him. It is so hard to be above Rash whenever he wants to use that move. So that would be a very great tool to use to discourage Soundy and Cinders in general from trying to use Trailblazer mix-ups right on top of Rash. Hopefully, maybe we'll see a bit more of that in the set. Now, with something like that right there, where Soundy just broke Kortland's lights in the combo, one thing to note is that a major criticism that Killer Instinct gets a lot is that you're not rewarded for neutral. That, oh, well, I mean, if you're fighting against someone good, you'll just have your combos breaking and you don't get any reward off of it. Which, if you still look, besides this throw right now, the damage that Kortland had done to Soundy was just that jump in, cross up, light auto double, light linker damage. That, even a small combo just like that, that's about like maybe what? I don't know, maybe about like 9-10%. That is no different than just getting, say, in any other... Ooh, the late counter breaker! Oh my goodness! Now, once again, right there, I don't agree with that specific use of meter because Kortland was definitely close enough to being killed. But, back to what I was saying before, that small sequence that Kortland did at the beginning is no different than, say in any other fighting game, getting a single button into a single special. No different. So the reward here, even if you do small combos like that and you don't get to cash out, is just about the same reward as it would be in any other fighting game. So that's always something to keep in mind in this game. Even if you have your combos constantly broken, you're still getting rewarded with damage. It's not huge, you know, colossal damage or anything like that, but you're still getting damage for winning the neutral at that point. Ooh, the hard read on Kortland's jump straight into recapture. Now, later on, whenever, after this set is done, I'd actually really like to ask Soundy why he might possibly burn out Rash's arms over just constantly burning out his legs. Nope, doesn't take the bait. Oh, okay, there we go. Now, one thing I don't know if Soundy's doing this on purpose or he's just not expecting anyone to do anything about it each time is whenever he's doing heavy Trailblazer and it gets blocked, Cinder is -3 off of it. Unblock. Ooh, very good shadow counter. But I keep on seeing Soundy get counter hit after heavy Trailblazer. I know he knows that that move isn't plus. So I don't know if he's trying to, like, say, go for a throw or press like a light button after it and he keeps getting counter hit for it. So one thing I would actually really like to see Soundy doing more is, sure, it could be seen as, you know, a scrubby online tactic, is put the fear of heavy Trailblazer block into the opponent by just maybe once or twice throw out a light fire flash right behind it. It's, even though it's 9-frame startup, it's invincible, so it's going to catch anything that the opponent presses. Just throw it out, even if they block it. At least put into the opponent's mind that you're willing to represent that option. Nope. There we go. That's what I like to see. Using Shadow Big Bad Boot as a great... Okay, now, that one I feel like was just an input error on Kortland's end. He probably wasn't expecting Cinder to be on the other side. Why would you throw him out of the corner? Oh, no. Unfortunately, that was the decision right there, to throw him out of the corner. That cost Kortland that match. He could have definitely kept Cinder in the corner, because all Cinder really has in the corner whenever he's like that is like Fire Flash. Now, it might be fired up, who knows? But even if it is fired up, he's still going to get punished for it. If you got your reactions on point, your punishes, you know, 100% on point. Yo, you know what? I don't care what anyone says. That heavy Trailblazer is still one of the harder to block overheads in this game. It's so deceptive because it just looks like he's jumping, but then he comes right back down with the heavy Fire Flash. Gets me every single dang time. Such a good overhead too. But because it's such a good overhead, you know, that's why it's so imperative that, you know, if you're a good player unlike me, that whenever you do block it, you've got to shadow counter it. Very good cross up with the instinct bike. You know, just like the announcer says, that was a pretty awesome combo. You know, it's so sick seeing both of these characters. Whenever either one of them gets in the groove, just to see the juggle combos that they're both able to represent. It's so cool watching it. They're two of the more creative characters in this game in terms of being able to just, you know, go outside of the normal combo system of auto doubles, linkers, and all of that. Just being able to see like what kind of crazy stuff they're able to come up with in juggle combos. Always really fun. Which is why I really like this matchup so much. Ooh, got him with the flip out into overhead. Oh my goodness. Such a dirty option too. Because I believe Rash's overhead is also plus on block. But I can't remember. I haven't looked at the frame data for it in a good while. So I can't remember. Oh, tried to go for the counter breaker again. It would have definitely killed, but I'm pretty sure that's why Soundy didn't take the bait on it. He knew that he would have died if he tried counter breaking in that situation. Now, right there, I would have totally assumed that Kortland did the Shadow battering ram to try to maybe say get away from Cinder, hoping that Cinder would just go to the other side of the screen. Or maybe that's just an input error. I am not 100% sure why he would have done that right there. Maybe he thought that he got the hit confirmed there. Like, you know, one of those things where it's like your brain's 2 steps ahead of what's actually happening on screen, so you input what you think is about to happen. No, but that's something I really like to see from Kortland in this match is this dude is just not afraid of throwing out heavy auto doubles. Because even if they do get broken, they do so much damage and they build so much potential damage as well. So it's like, okay, it becomes like just using heavy auto doubles, in my opinion, is actually a great strategy, because then it becomes on your opponent to break it and then eat a counter breaker, or just become predictable and just breaking it. It's a very, very fun layer to KI's mind games. Yo, did Rash just eat just a tiny bit of Inferno? Oh no, the combo drop. Oh my goodness. Rash could have just totally took that round if he didn't drop that combo. And it's so heartbreaking. Now right there, once again, I don't agree with the shadow counter. Because fired up Fire Flash is -6 on block. Every character has the tools to deal with that on block. And, you know, it could be one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't know if the Fire Flash is going to come out. You know, I could understand some people have that hang-up about trying to reversal Cinder's uppercut. I understand that. But there's enough time to wait. There's more than enough reaction time there for anyone to wait for the Fire Flash to come out, then punish accordingly. So that's the one thing I would definitely recommend to Kortland after this set. Because with the way things are going, it looks like Soundy is pretty strong. It's been a bit since Kortland's got a win at all. No, just definitely, yo, my man Kortland, you just gotta go into the lab, punish Cinder's uppercut. Bomb explosion. Oh, and dropped the combo. But that's fine though. He still converts with the overhead. He doesn't care. And wall splat into Ender. Ooh, tough break. That's a terrible feeling to have whenever you see the opponent drop the combo and you're like, oh boy, time for my chance to convert off of it. But then they just do the one thing you don't expect. I know Kortland wasn't expecting the overhead right there. And because of that, he just got dunked on. You know, that's actually been a really good option Soundy's been representing so far in these matches, is just jump back, crossfire to recapture. Uppercut, there we go. My man with the reactions. I mean, it's not like it's hard to react with Cinder uppercut anyway, since it's just down up. But still, even if it's easy to input, it's nice to see it come out regardless. You know, I think something that a lot of people don't see in Rash that's super dirty, but, you know, just like looking at his moves, Rash's jump light punch and Rash's jump medium punch look almost exactly the dang same. Just about the same exact animation on them. And that's, like, to me, that's something that seems like it's super duper hard to break. Ooh, once again with the drop combo. Oh, okay, he better capitalize. Once again, I don't agree with using the heavy linker right there. Because not only does it not do that much damage, but it fills up the KV meter so much. But I think it's one of those things where he's like, oh, okay, I knew the combo was about to end soon. Or the lockout timer is about to end soon. So, you know, why not just get as many hits in as possible, even if it might not be the most optimal. Yo. Yo. Is he going for it again? Yo, sick. I remember watching that for the first time over at, it was Evo 2015. Yeah, Evo 2015, where Domi first showed, or it wasn't the first time that that tech had ever been seen, but Domi was the first one to actually do it in tournament, and it was so sick to see. Just boom, just launch them, pyrobomb, 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 pyrobomb. Ah, so sick. Such a fun and creative thing for Cinders to do. Recaptured, there we go. Oh. No, Soundy! My man, why do you keep on doing it into wall splat Ender? You gotta finish your meal. And if you, oh my goodness, Soundy, my man, you could have won that game if you just did damage Ender.
cameos are killing me.
But because you decided to do the wall splat, you gave Kortland an extra chance to break your combo. And he guessed broke right. He was able to escape. And that's what led to you losing to that match. My man Soundy, you gotta fix that, because that definitely wasn't the first time you did that in this set. So let's see. Kortland thinking about his win. Probably thinking, okay, cool. I finally got a win after, what, about a 5-win streak that Soundy was on. So, you know, I know he's probably wanting to think, okay, I gotta try to do more of what I just did there. Nope. Drop the combo again. Heartbreaking to see happen every time. There we go. I think that was the very first fuff is what I'm going to keep on referring to it as for the rest of this set. Fuff that Kortland had punished with something fast enough. Ooh, very nice reset. The call out on the wake up reversal by Kortland. Oh my goodness, the cojones on this man. You know, yeah, I that's one of those things where it's like you've seen the meme of, you know, the small mind and then the large mind, galactic mind images, right? You know, like the small mind would be wake up reversal, and then the galactic mind would be doing a reversal on your opponent's wake up to bait their reversal. That's what I always think every time I see that, and it works. Oh my goodness. It's so sick, just the massive huevos on someone to do something like that. It's so sick. See, now, Soundy... Oh, okay, never mind. He's able to get the win. I was going to say, see, now in that situation, I would have liked to have seen Burnout Ender. But he was able to capitalize regardless. So, hey, you gotta give him props. He got the win. Now, match point for Soundy. Let's see if Kortland's able to adapt. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely not a good way to start off a round, is accidentally locking out on mistiming your breaker on the heavy lockout, or I mean on the heavy auto doubles. Absolutely brutal. Ooh, caught him crouching. You gotta watch your dome. Oh my goodness. That rollback tech getting hit, but the rollback option select saving you? Oh my goodness. Very good anti-air off of the tongue shenanigans. Ooh, stay grounded, Cinder! These fists are coming straight for your dome! Punch! Where's the... Kortland! I'm going to keep getting mad every time you don't do it! Punish the uppercut! Oh my goodness! How many rounds you could have won if you just properly punished it? Reset. There we go. Hit him with the overhead again. Get dunked on Cinder. Ooh, didn't see the cross up out of the corner. Uppercut. Ooh, run under Shadow Big Bad Boot. Get dunked, Cinder. very good. I want to say that was a preemptive anti-air on Soundy's part, but I'm pretty sure he just did that, like expecting Rash to sit there, so that way he could get the Trailblazer pressure. Oh no! So close. Right there. Right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Kortland could have won that match. Punishing Soundy's dang blocked reversal.
Cameos are killing me.
Light kick, battering ram, ender. Ultra. See, anyone watching this, this is why it's so important to learn what needs to be punished properly. Sure, Kortland still won it in the end, but he could have done it so much more easier on his part. He wouldn't have to have worried about Soundy trying to break the follow-up combo. Now, one thing I would actually really like to see Kortland do is, since he really likes to go for wall splat sweep with Rash in the corner, I'd really love for him to see him try to come up with some type of safe pressure to do off of the sweep. I know Rash probably has something he could do. Maybe a safe jump, maybe something, who knows. Maybe like a meteor or something. But just he just kind of lets the opponent wake up without any real pressure. So Soundy doesn't really feel like he has to worry about getting hit by the sweep after wall splat. He's just able to wake up for free. The thing about Shadow Inferno that I find funny, that's one of those types of moves where it's like, you want the opponent to block it more so than you do want them to get hit by it. Just because of how much extra potential damage it adds to the life bar on block versus how much damage you get off of it on hit. Punish? There we go! Good job, Kortland. You finally punished it properly. There we go. Now, maybe Kortland didn't press a button after Fire Flash, expecting Soundy to do Wake Up. But Soundy hasn't represented that option a single time throughout this entire set. So I don't know why Kortland would not just always press a button after blocking it. I don't know.
These cameos are killing me.
So, it's not totally free so far in this set. Let's see how much more, let's see if Kortland can bring this back. Maybe he could turn this entire set around. There we go, good. Oh, my man, Soundy, what are you doing? You gotta punish those dang wrecking balls. You can't just let Rash Miley Cyrus you in. Don't let him come in like a wrecking ball. Drop the combos. Maybe it is like, who knows? But still, it's never fun getting having your combo drop. Because that's just one of those things where it's like, you have no one else to blame but yourself for the combo getting dropped. Oh, once again, the combo... Get dunked by the fire pillar. Oh my goodness, Kortland, I'm so sorry, man. It's never a fun feeling having that happen. Oh, wow, the speeder bike just comes in, saves the day for Kortland. Oh no! Oh my goodness, he could have converted off the speeder bike. You could tell he wasn't expecting it to hit. Come on, just get in chip range! Okay, there we go. Giant axe kick. You know, Evil Ryu, get the dang heckin' out of here. Your axe kick ain't... or not Evil Ryu. Just regular Ryu. Just, his axe kick in Street Fighter 5 ain't got nothing on Rash's axe kick. It's so good. Big time. Soundy definitely looking very strong in this, but Rash able to beat out the preemptive Inferno, and just like that, Kortland brings the back to even. Just one good combo is all it takes. Yeah, you're never too far behind. As long as you could just land a single combo. Let's see now. And Soundy takes it with the convincing anti-air. Oh, what's this? We're getting a little bit of styling? Boom! Dang toe, get the heck out of here! I'm gonna light you on fire in the middle of the rain. That is so messed up. But congratulations to Soundy for winning that set. He showed a really good, or at least a bit better understanding of the matchup compared to Kortland in all of that. Now, there's a few things that I feel like both players could have done a bit better to take advantage of the matchup. Obviously, the biggest thing on Kortland's end is just punishing fired up Fire Flash. And on Soundy's end, I feel like whenever he goes for Burnout Ender, I feel like he should definitely try for more burning out of the legs to prevent Rash's better options in general. But thanks for watching this set, guys. I hope you all enjoyed.